And I knew that as the voice of McNeil basketball in 2021.
Yeah. And AJ got the ball to Kenton Paulino. Now, Kenton had been a reserve guard and wasn't that much of a shooter or scorer, but they all knew that he had a shot, and they got it to him out on the wing, and it happened right in front of us, similar to the Cam Heide thing. And he knocks down the game winner, a three-pointer, and they beat West Virginia to go to the Elite Eight. They lost in overtime in the Elite Eight to an LSU team that had Tyrus Thomas and big baby Glenn Davis. Lost to them in the Elite Eight game.
And Paulino in that game was 1 for 6 from three before that shot.
Like I told you, he wasn't one of the more prolific scorers for Texas, but that was a prolific shot that he hit. So that's what I remember about that. And CB, it's good of you to bring to mind, considering Cam Heide's game-winning, what proved to be the game winner. Because remember, they're up a point, 69-68. And I thought Tremont Mark did a tremendous job kind of wheeling through the defense back through the lane and then kicked it into the corner to Heide. And Sean Miller did say, because Heide talked to us first and said, Coach told me I'm putting you in, be ready to hit the shot. And Sean kind of chuckled and laughed about it in the postgame. Yeah, I'll take credit for that because I did. He said, but you got to have your best shooters on the floor in that situation. And he said, we know that about Cam, that he has that opportunity. And came in, he had curled into the corner, and it happened right near us. And I'll tell you, that shot he took, it's a tough angle three. Not only is he in the corner, he's almost behind the basket when he's launching it up there. But it was money.
You saw it hit an identical looking shot for Purdue a couple of years ago.
That's right.
In the round of 32, I think.
Yep. And so he's certainly capable of doing that. Now he gets to go up against his former school in the Sweet 16. And then, of course, after that, after the three-point try was missed by Gonzaga, they got the rebound. Dalen Swing got it, and they got it down the floor to Vukatitis, who was sprinting down the floor, and that just laid in the exclamation point. So,
and that's when you saw Sean Miller crack that first smile.
Yeah. At that point, you knew it was in the bank at that point. So, 3 close victories. The NC State game, even though Texas, by the tournament committee's standards, would actually be even seeded lower than NC State. They were both 11 seeds, but Texas was the designated visiting team, and that was not a coin flip. NC State was considered the higher 11 seed. That almost sounds like Orwellian. It almost sounds like Animal Farm. All animals are created equal, but some animals are more equal than others. Some 11 seeds are more equal than others. And, of course, Tremont Mark hit what proved to be the game winner there with 1.1 to go. They win 68-66. And then, of course, after beating BYU on Thursday night, they come back on Saturday night and get the win. So they've got 3 tournament victories, and it's off to San Jose to take on the number 2 seed, Purdue, Thursday evening, 6:10, 5:30 pregame start time here on The Zone. All right,